Now we're on Postgame with Coach Hennessey. Coach, the first question is about Carrah Miller's performance in the first, and can you speak on the kind of confidence you had in her with the bases loaded, walking the 2 runs, you left her in there, and she continued to close the game all the way until the 7th?
I think one of the best things about Carrah Miller is if you ask her if she is good to go, she will give you an honest answer, whether she is or whether she isn't. And I asked her, I said, "Are you good?" She said, "I'm good." So we kept with her, and she continued to battle. She's a fierce competitor in the circle.
Now, there's a lot of tough calls in that first game. And, with that, we saw one later on, which brought in Lila to finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the kind of confidence you have in her with bases loaded, real close game? Miller had been doing it throughout the day, but based on some other circumstances, Demi comes in. Can you speak on the confidence now for her to close that game in the 7th?
Well, I think it's really important that we know what our pitcher's strengths are, and we knew that we weren't getting anything on the inside corner with the first umpire in the first game. So when Plymouth had bases loaded and there were 2 outs, and we knew that Carrah was really consistently throwing inside, we knew that Lila would be able to go in there and throw outside. And that's exactly what she did, and she was able to get the job done. We know our pitcher's strengths, like I said, and we play to those strengths.
Now, any comments? Just, winning 4 of the last 6 to finish out the season. Awesome job. Just kind of on that and the turnaround towards the end there, on top of how that leads into next year.
I think what we just talked about really quickly in the circle post-game is that we have to remember how we felt going through the grind to get to this week. Yes, going out on this week is a kind of a high because we did win 4 out of our 6 games this week, and that's really incredible. It's a testament to everybody continuing to show up, everybody continuing to work hard, everybody continuing to be focused on the game that's ahead of them. But we can't forget all of the things that got us to this point. We really need to work on consistency on both sides of the ball. We need to make sure that we can hit all parts of the plate. We need to make sure that defensively we're ball first in everything that we do. And we're all on the same page moving forward. The nice thing is we don't have any seniors, so we can continue this momentum as long as everybody puts in the work in the offseason.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with a wrap-up of our games today.
After this LEC doubleheader, Keene State and Plymouth State both take a win. Keene State taking the first game 4-3. Plymouth State taking the second one 4-1. That will do it for the softball season here for the Keene State Owls. Ryan, any last words that you have?
Yeah, I think great way to finish the season. A really young team, and excited to see what they do next year.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast on the LEC Network. I'm Reed Rampanelli.
I'm Ryan Moner, and we'll see you next year.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.